All right, hello everybody. Welcome to today's Microsoft Simulator live stream. We are flying from San Rafael. We're going to go up this away, that away, hit this away, that away. And then we're going to land here near Clear Lake. So we're going to go into this area called, we're landing at Lampson Field, Lakeport area, but not far from Clear Lake. So we're going to get in here, get everything set up, and then we will be in the air shortly. So hopefully everybody's doing well on this Wednesday morning, afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Sorry for the slight delay. Had a little technical difficulties getting everything started up. So got it all figured out, and we will be airborne momentarily. All right, we are all set to go. All right, let's get our objectives. And also, let's make sure our co-pilot is going to do all that for us. Oops, where did our objectives go? Alright, let's get the parking brake off. And we are... We're a little bit all over the place as we take off. Hello, Mick. Hello, Patrick. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Alright, so we're going to have to contact NorCal Approach.
Cessna 237 is type Cessna 152 1 miles northeast of Charlie Alpha Tree 5400 feet. Request flight following.
Cessna 237 NorCal approach. Squawk 7507.
Squawk 7507 Cessna 237.
Cessna 237 radar contact 2 miles northeast of Charlie Alpha Tree 5700 feet. Altimeter 29.94.
Roger, Cessna 237.
Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't change the, I just realized we didn't change the weather prior to taking off. There we go. All right. There's our airport back there behind us. I meant to look about the Civic Center there, find out what the deal was, you know, who was the architect. I'm almost positive I've read somewhere it was Frank Lloyd Wright, but I could be wrong. Let's start trimming out our aircraft here. across the North Bay. Now, Skywalker Ranch is actually past San Rafael, if I remember correctly. It's over along the coast there. It's not, part of it is in Marin County, or it's in Marin County, I think, is the overall area, but the actual location is probably somewhere over there off the left wingtip. They could probably fly over there, actually. Maybe we'll try to include that in the tour on Sunday. We can figure out where it is. So hopefully everybody's doing well. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight here to Lampson Field. We got some nice sunrise here. Napa is off in the distance there, off to the right. There's an airport there in Napa. Famous wine country area. Let's see if we can trim the... I think we're at a fairly good altitude now. We're right around that. I think we're at a good spot. We're not going to get dinged for being 1,000 feet AGL for the birds and whatnot that would be flying around in the area. See, it's about quarter after 6 in the morning there on the west coast. You have a lot of people that would be on the freeways commuting to work. That sort of thing. I think we're kind of stabilizing here a bit, I think. Trying to find that sweet spot with the trim there. I'm getting things sorted for the translator. Nice, Vic. Looking forward to that. A little bit of a bump. Yeah, look at that. A little bit of turbulence, but nothing too severe. Petaluma, been through here. I feel like I've been all over the Bay Area. In all points in between. I was just thinking the other day, after yesterday's stream, I've been as far north, and I have to look to see which is I think Shasta is the northernmost point in California that I've been, Mount Shasta. And the southernmost point would be down by San Diego. And I've been like almost everywhere in between that. The whole state of California. So we're going to allow this to fly here for just a moment. I'm going to be right back. Yeah, Mick. Yeah, I did try to. I kind of got a little off course here. Turn back this way. A little off course there. Just over 50 miles to our time approach, I think. Yeah, give or take. See, that's weird. I just made very minute adjustments on the on our trim, and it didn't take much to make changes. You know, it's very touchy. You know. Doesn't take much. But at least we're still at a reasonable altitude, and we can kind of enjoy the scenery a little bit. We got that. Oh, look at that! The sun is just peeking up over the horizon there. Come across things what you can do, like spot outside the plane, the stamp start places on. Yeah, so that's basically what we did. I had to read that again, Nick, sorry. So like when we flew over the Golden Gate Bridge, for instance, yesterday, that's part of, like on the Xbox, you get those, there's like achievements that you can get for spotting places all over. So, and we're going to do a lot of that on Sunday. When we fly around the Bay Area, we're going to try to hit all the big points in San Francisco Bay Area. As many of them as we can. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to get up to about 2,500 feet and try to kind of just chill at about 2,500 feet and just kind of loop around the Bay Area. And also I'll point out some interesting places along the way that aren't marked for our enjoyment. So yeah, we'll try to do all that on Sunday. Yeah, we're just gonna do a lazy. We're gonna take off from Oakland Executive in our Cessna, and we're gonna try to cruise at about 3,500 or 2,500 feet, and we're just gonna kind of cruise around the bay, go south of the bay, and then come back up into Oakland. We're gonna try to hit all the interesting points along the way. And then also point out some other things that aren't marked. We'll go back around, we'll cruise up along the coast of San Francisco there, and try to point out where the Cliff House restaurant and the ruins of the Saturo bathhouse that were right there along the coast. So yeah, we're gonna, and then also, like back in 2019 when I was home, there's pictures on Flickr. If you look at it, I'll point out. We're gonna try to find the Palace of Fine Arts as well. We're gonna fly over that, which I don't think is marked on the map either. But yeah, we're just gonna cover all kinds of fun stuff. We're gonna have a good time on Sunday. Talk about the Bay Area a little bit, some points of interest and stuff like that. All right, we are making our way here to Lampson Field. Got the sun's up now. Way off in the distance there, you got the Pacific Ocean, the coastal area of California. We'll soon be making our way out that way and then back inland. We're going to land over there in Hayfork, the town where I was at many years ago for the Northern California wildfires, helping out with that when I was in the Army National Guard as a medic. And we're fly around the town there. And yeah, I'm glad, Nick. I'm looking forward to it as well. It's because in Peninsula Corridor, I could point out or I could talk about stuff, but seeing it from the air actually kind of makes it a little bit more unique. So yeah, we're going to try to make it interesting. We'll talk about the Moffett Federal Airfield, and you can look at, I'll point out stuff, and you can look it up, you can Google it yourself, where there used to be this huge blimp hangar, because that's where long time ago, when it was a naval air station, they used to have the blimps there, and they had this huge hangar, and it was like a landmark, and they saved it for a while, and eventually they just couldn't do it anymore, and they just totally demolished it. and it's sad that it's gone, because it was a recognizable landmark along, you could see it from the freeway. It was that big, and definitely you could see it from the air because it was just that noticeable. Now maybe I don't know if they have it on the map, or on our version of the map, our global thing, or if it was already taken down by the time they went around and captured all the information. So I don't know, but we'll find out on Sunday for sure. So yeah, but we'll talk about all that stuff, and if you want to write down the places and research it later, you're more than welcome to. I know Mick's going to have his pen and paper ready for the flight. So yeah, we'll talk a lot of history. So yeah, it was a very, like when I worked near there and lived in Mountain View, it was like that was just a bit of comfort. You knew you were there because of that big hangar, and it was unfortunate. It was a lamp, but they couldn't. It was costing them a lot of money to keep it up and all that. It was just they couldn't afford it. So yeah. We've been slowly gaining altitude here, but we need to kind of level off. And now, one of the things I should be doing is kind of go over, look at our flight route and where we're expected to be kind of cruising at for our flight. Now, I'm not strictly on our purple line there. Should be our that's what we should be following. We're kind of following it, but let's kind of scoot over to the left a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, write down all the stuff, and you can always look it up later on, and do some research about it if you want. Yeah, so that way we'll try to make it fun and informative. Nice region here. The sun's up now. Got some nice color in the sky. There's Sonoma County. Charles Schultz was from that area. Huh. The creator of the comics, the Peanuts characters for the comic strips. Charlie Brown. I still have trouble with level flight. I just can't get it right, and I watch the videos. Yeah, it seems to be. It's just even the most micro adjustments. Either it's going to start gaining altitude or start going. It's like you just have to make these little tiny. Like when I engage the trim, it's like I just have to push just a teeny bit, and it seems to work. It's like you got to finesse it. And you got to be very gentle with the controls. Otherwise, it's one extreme or the other, And that's where I'm trying to learn the right the right touch. The right touch of the controls to get it to work. So, yeah, we'll swim the water here. All right, there we go. Oof. Yeah, nice sunrise there. Then eventually what we're going to do the journey, or yeah, it is. That's the thing I've had trouble with the most too, I think, is just getting the aircraft to trim out and just be able to cruise. It's like if I touch the stick one way or the other to trim it, it's like it goes to an extreme. Now I don't know if that's just the settings I have, or what it may be. Yeah, it's a bit crazy. But, it does require a lot of patience, and you just gotta be gentle with the controls. That's what I'm finding too. You gotta be patient, just a gentle touch, and it all works out. All right, let's take a look in the cabin here. There's our nothing too out of the ordinary happening here. Nice view outside there. Let's take a look over here this way. Oh, look at that. That'd be a good picture right there. So I don't know how to do like a screen capture. We're in the train simulator, we have that, we can push the button and it gives us the ability to capture the. So what did I say? Runway 2? We'll look on the list. I need to start writing this stuff down. I totally forget where we're going. What strip we're already kind of should be getting ready to land at here shortly. We get a little bit closer to our time approach, and then we'll call in, since our co-pilot is probably going to forget. Oh, look at that. Look at the line just kind of matches the horizon there. Look at that. I like it. Fieldsburg, been through there. Alright, we gotta turn left again. We're starting to drift off course. I don't know. It's like we can't stay pointed in the right direction for some reason. All right. Well, you know what time it is now, folks. It's time to get ready for our landing, coming up soon. Buckle in, drink your drinks. We will be on the ground not too long from now. No autopilot? No. Well, I think there is. It should be like somewhere. I found the switch before. I think they do have one, but I don't. Well, maybe not, because it's very likely that we. Yeah, maybe there isn't one. Maybe not. Nope. There is on the Dayer model that we've flown before, the Dayer TBM 930. They have an autopilot. No, yeah, there isn't one on this plane. I'm pretty sure you're right. There is not a autopilot here. But the co-pilot should be calling in to when we get closer to our time approach. And I'm going to get a little bit closer before we call and see if we get about 10 nautical miles from our time approach. He should call and say we're coming in for our landing and announce our intentions and get our entry pattern entry sort of layout. Because I did pick a certain direction on the field where we're going to land at. So, a nice somewhat mountainy area, not super high mountains, but very pretty countryside area. Nice views. I think we could barely make off the Pacific Ocean, just a smidge of it left to the left of us. All right, we're not going to be flying so low that we nearly clipped the mountain this time. Not like the other day. That was crazy. A little bumpy through here, but not too bad. Now I don't even know what would be here. It's like, I don't know if it's like a mining thing or what's here. No idea. We probably just saw something we weren't supposed to see. There's where the UFOs are hidden. Right there all along, I knew it. Alrighty, so our pilot, let's see if we get some kind of, I don't think we're going to get any kind of communication help from our co-pilot. Get a little bit closer. Oh yeah, I know, Mick. It made me nervous because I was thinking, oh man, we're going to crash into this mountain. Yep, we made it okay. Yeah, like a rock quarry maybe or something here, or as I call them, dirt factories. I don't. That's hello, Amela. Yeah, I want to go there myself just to make sure. Yeah, I always call them rock quarries. Wherever they made rocks and stuff like that, I always called it the dirt factory. All right, let's get into Lampson Field here, because we're not gonna. I think we're landing at runway. Let's pick 10. What the heck?
1 Oscar 2 traffic Cessna 23711 miles southeast, 4,000 feet inbound to land runway 10.
All right, there we go. There's our pattern entry right there.
1 Oscar 2 traffic Cessna 23710 miles southeast, 4,000 feet inbound to land runway 10.
folks. Pilot has put on the no smoking sign, fasten seatbelt sign. Finish your lattes, your coffees, your cocktails, whatever the case may be. We will be on the ground shortly. We hope you've enjoyed this flight to Lampson Field from San Rafael. If you did, please leave our flight crew a thumbs up. Silly, wrong, incorrect heading indicator. Alright, Amelia, you're here just in time for the fun stuff. It's time to put this baby down on the ground. Got a nice sunrise to cheer us on there. Nick has got his feet firmly planted. Oh, thanks, Mick. He's got his hands. He's gripping the chair though, just to be safe. He set the latte down on the other side of the room. He's asked for lots of personal space around him just in case. Okay. There's some nice lake view of the lake as we come in there. That should be Clear Lake right over there. That we're up there in front of us. Mela, get your croissants ready. Scarf them down real quick before we land. Get a swig of coffee in you. Kelseyville's right there. That I don't think I've ever been through there. Oops, I broke a nail. Ha! Alright. Real quick, folks, before we land, I'm going to pause the game. I will be right back. All right, let's resume. All right, I'm back. Whew. I may have to switch to some ginger tea for a while in the morning. Ooh, excuse me. The coffee's making my stomach a little upset. All right. Yeah, well, see, the thing is, Mick, you know, Umbrella would crash instead of pausing the game. You know, Umbrella would just go ahead and crash into the barriers at the end of the platform or whatever. You know, she would just bad. You know, who cares about the red lights? I'm just gonna go do my thing, and I'll be back, and I'll, you know, to deal with the repercussions later. All right. Yeah, it's a short. This was supposed to be a short flight, essentially, but you know, it's okay. It happens. It's better to be safe than sorry. I'd rather, especially as we're getting ready to land, I'd rather pause the game instead of having to go around again. So, yeah. We'll get some flaps. Start coming off the throttle. All right, here we go. Here, I want to put us as on final.
On Oscar 2 traffic, Cessna 237 is on final runway 10 to land.
I think I did that right. Oh, and the silly, incorrect heading indicator, blah, 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 blah. I gotta figure out why that keeps doing that. All right. Nice view of the lake here before we line up. There's our airport. All right, folks, here we go. We're flying on speed pattern. All right, folks, here we go. Ooh, oop, 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 oop. There we go. Oop, 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 oop. No, 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 don't do that. Woo! There we go. Not a super solid, right on the nail landing, but could have been a lot worse. So we were this airport is at a higher altitude than what we're used to. Look, we're at, it's saying we're at 1,400 feet. Ooh, there we go. We can even tune into traffic. Look at that.
Charlie Alpha Tree 5 traffic Cessna 237 is clear of the runway.
Okay. We don't get any taxi information. Let's see. We're going to head down. Looks like we're going to take a left here. Hitting my head then. Yeah, I know, Mick. But, hey, we're on the ground. That's the main thing. And we don't have our silly co-pilot who's going to try to steer the plane for us to our parking spot. We're going to do that ourselves. I don't think anybody's here at the airport. That's why I don't think this is towered at all. There's no tower here for instructions. I think this is kind of like a private airfield also. Most people know they have like assigned parking kind of thing. They just taxi off the runway, say that they're clear, so if anybody else is coming in, they hear that they're off the runway. Oh, I didn't need to make you nearly come out of your chair. You know, just thinking kind of out loud here, I feel like we've nailed some things. You know, these flights that we've done with the 152, with the you know, kind of getting things set up. And oh, look, there's a crew over there for us. Oh, look at it. They call out the Mick. Did you call the fire department to declare a crash or something? We didn't request emergency services. Who requested emergency services? What in the bloody heck is that? Ooh, I'm gonna... Alright, let's see if we can... Ooh. Let's see, can we get a pushback here? No. Alright, well, let's cut off the engine here. Yeah, there was no bounce. No bounce at all. I nearly clipped our ground person here. Look at... I want to know who called emergency services, though. That's just not acceptable. Why is emergency services here? They knew we were arriving. Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, I kind of feel like we've nailed some stuff as far as our, you know, landing and stuff like that. What is... What kind of greeting are we getting here? Anyway, so I think tomorrow we're going to try a flight in the Dare TBM flight. We're going to use that aircraft there for our next flight, and we'll go from there. So let's back out of here. let's see what kind of hours we're looking at that we've flown so far. I think we're at like 17, 18. Let's take a look real quick. 20 hours already. Nice. All right, 20 hours. And let's take a look at. We're gonna change our aircraft. We're gonna go back to the day or TBM. I think we've done pretty well with this. I think we're gonna go back to the. Ooh, I kind of like that. Where's the day or TBM? Should be right there. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think we're gonna go back to the day or TBM 9:30 for our flight tomorrow. We're gonna take a look at that. Let's change our livery real quick. I don't like that default livery. I like the Kenmore livery. Wish we get some more liveries in the game. All right, let's. So we are going to take off from. So we landed. There's Clear Lake. We just landed near there, right here at Lampson Field. And yeah, we did land at runway 10. I think I'd picked runway 28. I got to really start paying attention to that. So tomorrow we're going to go from here, and we're going to head back towards the coast. And we're going to fly to Little River, right here. So let's take a look to see how long that's going to take, just out of curiosity. Shouldn't take very long, I don't think. About a 26-minute flight. So we'll take off. We'll go over the hills here. We'll go over Ukiah, which is a really nice area. And then we'll go out here to Little River Airport. And then we'll fly up the coast on, let's see, tomorrow's Thursday. So Saturday, no flight sim on Friday. Saturday, we're going to go up to Fort Bragg first. And then we'll go from there up to Matter of fact, we're gonna go back we're gonna go back inland, and we are gonna go to the airport here, the Paradise Sky Park. Paradise is of course all this is gone. The wildfire is destroyed. Oh, matter of fact, wow. Yes. That's where the Safeway was right there. So they did update this map, I think. A lot of stuff gone. Well, maybe not. It's hard to tell. Nope. Yeah, so there's some stuff has been rebuilt. But we're going to go up to Paradise, and then Sunday, we're going to be back in the Bay Area. We're going to take off from Oakland, that executive airport there. We'll be in the Cessna 152. We're to come out here, go up this way, come back around, come around San Francisco, go south. Yeah, we're just going to make a big trip around the Bay Area on Sunday. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. I will see you all tomorrow morning on what can we do tomorrow? How about let's do we'll do let's do a German route. We'll do main Spessor. We'll do Hauptstrecke Rheinruhr. Yeah, Hauptstrecke Rheinruhr tomorrow for our train simulator live stream in the morning. So I will see you there. Thank you all for coming in. Hopefully you appreciated that and enjoyed that. And I will see you tomorrow.